Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz and today we're playing Altar Tron, a sweet artifact-based combo deck playing the Tron lands. So the way this deck works is you have Ashnod's Altar to sacrifice a creature, add 2 mana. Mirror Retriever costs 2 mana, and when it dies, it can return an artifact from your graveyard to your hand, giving you an infinite mana neutral loop. We're adding, for speed, some Foundry Inspectors, making artifacts cost 1 less to cast, which means when you have the loop going, you're going to be generating 1 mana every loop. If you have 2 of them in play, you're generating 2 mana every loop. And then you can also generate mana without the inspectors by having Golem Foundry in play, because every 3 loops you get a Golem, which you can sacrifice for 2 mana. So that's a bit slower, but it does also give you a win condition. I'm adding the Foundry Inspectors to the deck because I feel like the format's really fast. We need to be explosive, and a lot of times we can win with the inspectors on turn 4, potentially even like turn 3. In order to fit it into the deck, we're going down on some Weather Storms in the main deck. Still playing the makeshift munitions because I feel like it's a really good win condition, and we actually have time to do it on Magic Online with the Foundry Inspectors. I'm trimming down to just 2 Grim Search in the main deck, moving 1 to the sideboard, with 4 Energy Refractors and 4 Candy Trails in the main deck for colored sources. The Ashnod's Altar, the main part of the deck, and then the Foundry Inspector as our cost reducer. So then we have Ichor Wellspring and Chromatic Star to hit with our Deadly Disputes and Grim Searches, but those can also be hit on the Mirror Retriever. And then Blood Fountain actually allows you to loop your deck. You can use Blood Fountain to get back 2 Mirror Retrievers, then use Mirror Retriever to get back Chromatic Star, Mirror Retriever to get back Blood Fountain, draw your deck that way. The sideboard has a bunch of Clan Shamans, Scatter Shots for fairies and wiping the table generally. Stream of Thought is a win con against decks with Weather the Storm because we can't beat that on Magic Online with makeshift munitions just time-wise. And then I have 3 Clan Shamans and 3 Nihil Spellbombs. I tested 4 each of these, but I feel like it's just not necessary. And then I'm going 2 Weather the Storm, 2 Fangren Marauders, just to have max Weather the Storm and 2 Fangren Marauders post board against the mono red decks, which are still very strong. And we have 1 Ancient Grudge for relics and or affinity. So if you want to check out the sideboard guide, that will be up on my Patreon, which is patreon.com/kalikaiz. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the video. Check out cardmarket.com, the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. Let's jump right into the matches. Okay, we're here in round 1 on the draw. We have a decent start. Let's keep it. We can surveil with the pylons and play the Chromatic Star on turn 1. And then maybe crack it and play the Mirror Retriever on turn 2. And then block with the Retriever, get back the Chromatic Star. Looks like we're up against mono red. Let's play the pylons. They don't have a turn 1 play, so that could mean maybe it's affinity. I guess we're keeping the Expedition map. Let's play the Chromatic Star. Pass the turn. A Cycle Storm. Great. We could win if we make infinite life with Weather Storm. So let's go land, play the Mirror Retriever. So if we end up drawing our Mirror Retriever on the top, we can go land Ashnod's Altar and then make infinite life, which they can't beat. Okay, they cycle some stuff. Plays a Great Furnace on an Expedition map. I'm going to sacrifice this for a black. Looking to draw into more Tron lands. Didn't get there. Deadly Dispute the Mirror Retriever. Get back the Chromatic Star. Draw some cards. We found the Foundry Inspector. Play the Pylons and Scry. Dispute on top. This is tough. Like, not really sure what I want to do. I think I keep this, but maybe bottoming it is better. Or graveyarding it. I could just play out the Candy Trail. See what's on top. I'm just going to bottom. I'm looking for the combo, basically, I guess. Seems unlikely that they will be able to give us enough time to win. But post board, we have the Nihil Spellbombs, which can maybe get there. If our opponent is smart, they can fight through it pretty easily. It's not really the matchup you want to be facing in round 1. Right now, they're having trouble with black sources. So, I guess we're going to play the Inspector, play the Chromatic Star, sacrifice it for green to draw a card. We drew the Power Plant. We can play the Power Plant, play the Expedition map for 0, and map for the Mine Passing the turn, unfortunately. I guess we can play another map, but we could also just save it for Storm. So I have a couple of draws to find a Mirror Retriever. I have my draw for turn, assuming I don't die. Draw for turn, draw off the Wellspring, draw off the Candy Trail, so it's 3 cards. And if I find the Mirror Retriever, it's, I have to like loop for a very, very, very long time, trying to make like 300 life. Opponent's doing something. Looks like they don't have the ritual, maybe. They deadly dispute their Great Furnace, looking for Songs of the Damned, potentially. Or maybe they have the songs, but they don't have enough storm count, or the Reaping. Plays Vault of Whispers. So I'm just hoping beyond hope that we get another turn here. Cycles of Vantasaur. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the graveyard. We find a Golem Foundry. Okay. So I'll go mine. Play the Golem Foundry. That allows me to make some mana because I'm going to cast the Expedition map, getting a counter on the Foundry. Okay. Then we'll go Ashnod's Altar. We can get that mana back after we cast this Wellspring. Draw another Altar. Let's try drawing with the Candy Trail. Finding another Inspector. That's unfortunate. So I guess I just pass. I suppose we could just go for Weather the Storm on their turn. Let's attack. They're at 13. Not having drawn the Deadly Disputes is definitely not great, and the extra Ashnod's Altars are not great either. They go to 11. They cycle. 8 in the graveyard. Plays a Lotus Petal. Are they passing? It looks like it. We can make a Golem, and then crack the Expedition map, grabbing the Surveil land. I don't have a cycle land in the deck. That was a conscious choice. Okay, we have the combo, so we can go Pylons, looking to see what's on top of the deck. Chromatic Star, guess that's fine. Play the Foundry Inspector, the Mirror Retriever. So it looks like we're just going to win. I don't think the deck can do more than 300 odd damage. Let's attack. I'll put you to 5 and then activate combo time. Here we go, everybody. Time to loop. If I sacrifice the Mirror Retriever, get back Mirror Retriever. This actually makes a mana, or makes 2 mana. I play it again. So here I'm going to yield through this turn, and let's see how long I want to loop for. My goal here is to get to 100 Storm. So I guess at that point, we would likely not be able to have them. They probably can't win post through that. I don't know if they can deal 300 damage anyway. And time-wise, it's going to be impossible probably. So we're just making it happen. This is sort of like, if you're here in paper, you'd say, okay, make infinite life, 100 billion life. They can't beat 100 billion life. They can't deal infinite damage without the blue creature that that has exploit, that exploits itself. You need 2 of those plus the Blood Celebrant to make infinite Storm. And at that point, you can't probably do it functionally on Magic Online either because it's impossible to resolve the triggers. Storm is 23. We're going up to 100, which will be 300 life, like I said. Took me about a minute to get a quarter of the way. I'm paying pretty close attention to my clock here. We're already at 17 minutes on clock. Only 50 Storm, so it'll be around 150 life. I think we could probably afford to go until about 16 minutes left on clock, and then start digging for maybe, if I can find the munitions, but then I can maybe get there. I guess they have 5 life left. Maybe I should just try to look for the munitions soon. I'll do it once I'm at 16 minutes left on clock. Because I don't have any card draw spells, I have to like get back to Candy Trail, which is gonna either brick or chain a little bit. Okay, we'll get back to Candy Trail here. Candy Trail, play the Candy Trail. We do the scrying. We'll top both of these. Draw. Play the energy factor, draw a card. Chromatic Star. Bracket for green. Crop rotation. That doesn't help very much. I guess I just crop the pylons for tower. And then we'll make a green. Turn off the yield. Put a bunch of golems on the stack. Cast a Weather Storm. And then yield through this turn. So now the stack will resolve and we'll pass the turn. So combo time has ended. Let's see if that is enough to win the game. All right, our opponent scoops to that. Awesome. So we did use a ton of clock, but you know, is what it is. So we want to bring in the Nile spell bombs. And then, I mean, we could go turbo life gain. Don't think that's the most useful way to win, but it might work. We know we just need to combo off. So the Golem Foundry, maybe we can just cut the golems and then try to munitions them. Munitions and or weather for the lethal. We can cut the Golem Foundries and a refractor. Let's see if that'll work. Doesn't really matter if we have attackers because if they're going to win pretty quickly. Okay, we have Inspector, Retriever, Altar, Candy Trail. Is this good enough? We have Scry into double Scry. I think I'm going to keep this. It's pretty risky, but we got to take these risks. They play a tap land. Okay, find the power plant. So let's lead on that and Candy Trail. That way we're okay. So this is probably good. Maybe I put the Candy Trail on the bottom and the Spell Bomb on top. Then I can draw a card with the Candy Trail, play the Spell Bomb on the following turn. Let's see. They have one in the graveyard right now. I think they can turn 3 me. They cycle a Vantasaur. Okay, no land. Let's pylons. See if we find a land. There's a land on top, mine on top. Okay. Top the mine. It means maybe I should just... Well, I'm going to draw off the Candy Trail. We draw the mine. Next turn we go Foundry Inspector, play the Nile Spellbomb for free. And then we'll look at cracking it. They have the red mana now. So the thing is, they need like 4 or 5 creatures in the graveyard in order to go off. And they can play their smash thing, their siege smash at instant speed. So me playing it out, playing the Nile Spellbomb, and then if they have the siege smash, we're not in a great spot. But then I can like Alter, Retriever, get back to Spellbomb you. So maybe that'll work. Okay. Let's play the Inspector. Play the Nile Spellbomb. So they're forced to siege smash it now. If they cycle to like... If they use their mana to cycle 2 creatures, I'm just going to use the Spellbomb right away. Let's see what happens. Even just 1 creature, I think I would just Spellbomb them. Okay. Spellbomb. We're just not going to pay. Okay, we got rid of Street Wraith, which is important, and 2 other creatures. And then in this next turn, Ashnod's Altar is going to cost me 2 mana, and I can Retriever back to Spellbomb. Plus attack. Not that that matters. If I find another Retriever, we're close to having lethal, but we don't have enough colored sources to play the... Like we could go Altar plus Retriever. We'd have to have rip a swamp and the... Okay, we didn't... Anyway, doesn't matter. Go Ashnod's Altar. Play the Mirror Retriever. Sacrifice the Mirror Retriever. Get back the Nile Spellbomb. Play the Nile Spellbomb. Then I guess we can just lay another Altar because we can use that for a Deadly Dispute target. Attack for 3. They cycle a healer. Okay. So I don't think I need to use a Spellbomb on 2 creatures. They cycle Barrenmore. Alright. Cycles a Carabid. We're going to Spellbomb you. We're just not going to pay. We got rid of a bunch more creatures, and one of them was a Stinger. So there's 6 creatures down. Trying to make it hard for them to actually combo off. They do have a Street Wraith, but that puts them to 13. Mirror Retriever right now would win the game, because we could loop the Retrievers and then munitions them out. They go Dark Ritual. I think they're going beatdown mode. Cycles a Stinger. Cycles another Stinger. Gonna try to win on 3 creatures. Cycles a Healer. Okay, they have 4 creatures now. 5. Carabin in the graveyard. So now do they have Songs of the Damned Reaping? They'd have 2 mana floating after that. There's the Songs of the Damned. Okay. Casting the Reap in the Graves. No, they Deadly Dispute. So I have 3 mana and a treasure token. So a lot of Storm has been used. They're pretty low on mana. Cycles a Carabid. Cycles a Healer. 2 mana available. They're doing something else here. Cabal Ritual, 5 mana now. Light on red sources. Cycles a horror, because they're looking for the songs. Maybe it was aggressive of me, the way that I used the spell bombs. I just really didn't want to get wrecked by the Siege Smash. Could have forced them to have the Siege Smash early, maybe. They only have 2 mana. Storm is 5. Cycles a horror, 1 mana. So if they don't have songs in hand, they're probably fizzling. They're thinking everything through pretty hard. So okay, they cycle a Baron more looking for the songs. Do they have it? Are we going to see concede, or are they going to kill us? Those are pretty much the only options here. They pass. So I find an energy refractor. I think I should Deadly Dispute first, disputing the altar. Okay. I have a treasure token. Go play the land, play the energy refractor. So if I find the Mirror Retriever, we have the win. Another refractor. That doesn't do anything. So I can just attack, put you to 10. I'm holding up the treasure token in case I need to like miracle a weather storm. Our opponent has like no storm count right now. Let's see. I guess it would make sense to use the treasure token and my 2 lands here to bargain the refractor. They play a Goldmire Bridge. That is definitely spice. I've not seen that. Okay. Maybe that's in order to cast the sideboard cards. Find a Chromatic Star. So I can play that. And then just sacrifice for black to draw a card. Cycling it basically. Finding a weather. Let's Grim Search on the refractor, trying to find Tower or Mirror Retriever. Find a Spell Bomb and a Tower. Okay. They're pretty dead if I get the Spell Bomb on the table. Play the Tower. Play my Energy Refractor. Although I guess I'm probably making a bit of a mistake here because I'm adding Storm Count. If they somehow have Reaping the Graves in hand, it's going to just give them value. Let's try to Spell Bomb you. Will that resolve? Looks like it did. So now I'm just going to go ahead and play my munitions and attack for 3. I don't know if they can recover from this. We're still looking for that second Mirror Retriever, but drawing all of our spell bombs has been good. And then the Blood Fountain here, if we find a Retriever, we just get everything back. They did have the Siege Smash the whole time. So this gives them a lot of time to draw into stuff, but they conceded, and we win the game. We're 1-0. We're in round 2 on the play. And we have no lands. We're going to mull. Okay, we're on the play. I think I'm going to keep this. I don't like it. It's always bad if you make non-Tron land drops, but this Scry might help, or Surveil. So Tower on top is good. Play the Star and pass. Depending on what they do, we might, like I said, crack the Star for a color, play the Mirror Retriever, then we can block and get it back. Play a Delver. Okay. So I suppose the options are to play the Refractor to get around Spell Pierce, or we just, well, I start with green, I guess. Foundry Inspector. Play the Refractor. Draw a card. On another Refractor. So next turn we have, hopefully, Inspector into Star, or Inspector, and then play Mirror Retriever and Energy Refractor and Star on the next turn. Their Delver does not flip, which is great. When I went land Delver and did not blind flip me. Plays a second Delver though. Jeez. Okay, that's a problem. Well, we found a mine. So we'll play the Inspector. Looks like they're F6'd. I'll try this Chromatic Star. All right, that resolved. Nice. Let's see if they can get me with a blind flip here. They blind flip into a Demon Inferior. Blech. Delver is brutal. So let's see if they want to Demon Inferior my Foundry Inspector. We can get it back right away. Just crack the Chromatic Star, draw into it, play the Refractor, etc. But they're going to attack for 6, putting me to 13. We find a Power Plant, we find a Deadly Dispute. Play the Energy Refractor. Draw a card. Grim Search. Concerned about a Spell Pierce still. Try drawing a card here. Black. Trying to find Power Plant. We found it. Now Spell Pierce doesn't matter. Play the Mirror Retriever. We have 2 mana. If they counterspell this, we can just Deadly Dispute the Refractor. But at this point, we are looking for, the rest of the combo and or Weather the Storms. Counterspell. We'll Deadly Dispute this Refractor. Another Deadly Dispute. Well, I guess I'm going to swing in. If they tap out for a Mental Note or something on our end step, then we can Deadly Dispute the treasure token. So, cycle Alluring Revealed. We're going to filter for black, Deadly Dispute the treasure token, draw 2 more cards. Finding a Candy Trail, which is good, because that is going to give us a little bit of life gain back. And we can Pylons to set up as well. We're going to go to 7. So I need 2 Candy Trail activations to not die. They deem inferior my creature. Okay, second from the top. Gets in. Maybe they Thought Scour me. They didn't. Let's go Candy Trail. And then respond to the trigger by drawing my Foundry Inspector. Scry happens. Find Altar, Chromatic Star. Guess maybe the Chromatic Star is not that good. Pop the Altar. So then we need to just, we're going to Grim Search, bargaining away the treasure token. Okay, we find multiple Deadly Disputes and Energy Refractor. So I guess I'm taking Dispute and Refractor. We're going to go to 8 life, play the Foundry Inspector. Pass the turn. I'm looking for a Weather the Storm now. They cycle the Alluring Revealed. Gonna die these Delvers. Thought Scours themselves. Okay, Mental Note, Healing Brainstorm and Ponder. Getting in for 6. We're at 2. So hopefully they don't have Counterspell. Plays a Cryptic Serpent, so we only have to worry about Spell Pierce now. So let's see. Play the Pylons. Looking for a Weather. Found a Retriever. I'll top it. Draw the Retriever with the Refractor. So, gonna Deadly Dispute on the Energy Refractor. I found the Altar. Play the Ashnod's Altar out. I can make infinite mana. And then I have to get back the Candy Trail. Alright, let's try doing things. I can get a Blood Fountain off the Candy Trail, I can draw my deck. So let's Mirror Retriever back all the things. So enter combo time again. Let's go. I'm going to turn on my yield through this turn just because I have mana floating to make it all a little bit faster. Our opponent has F6'd. Now the question is, I mean, we scryed once with the Candy Trail. I think I'm going to Expedition Map, bracket, get some lands out of the deck, but that will be fine. Get the Pylons, that doesn't really matter. We have to make sure I click correctly with the Mirror Retriever and don't misclick. Maybe make like 30 mana, then see what I can do. Alright, this is probably fine enough. Let's get back the Candy Trail and hope for the best. Finding a Mirror Retriever. I'll bottom, pop the Retriever, draw with the Candy Trail. Okay, and I can play the Mirror Retriever. Sacrifice it. Get back the Candy Trail. Play the Candy Trail again. Another Candy Trail. Top it. Draw into the Candy Trail. Play the Candy Trail. There's the Blood Fountain. Let's go. Easy peasy. All right. Let's top and bottom. Draw. Okay. Now this is the hard part of combo time. Play the Blood Fountain. Make black mana. Get back the Mirror Retrievers. Then I'll just blood away something. Now we're not in any danger. Okay. Now we have the Golem Foundry. All right. GG. Let's play out my stuff. You want always yes, always yield. And that really shows the power of the Foundry Inspector and how explosive this deck can be. Just make infinite mana, hope for the best. Sort of like the Glee combo a little bit in that way. But it's more fun. Okay, so I've got a bunch more mana. I'm going to make black. Play the Blood Fountain. Make black again. Blood Fountain back my Mirror Retrievers. And this is the Blood Fountain loop I was talking about. Now I am F6'd, so I need to make sure I don't run out of mana, otherwise the turn will pass. Another Candy Trail is great. So I don't want these cards. Let's just draw. 5 mana floating. 4. 3 mana floating. Get back the Blood Fountain. Get back the Candy Trail. Play the Candy Trail again. Bottom these two. And draw some more cards. So we're gaining a bunch of life, drawing a bunch of cards. Making a bunch of golems. Wasting a bunch of time. Using a lot of clock. Make black again over here. Blood fountain again. We're going to pitch a land on another golem foundry. At this point with 17 life, maybe it's best to just get the golem foundries in play. Sort of nice that I'm just looping around and everything's happening pretty quickly. But now with double golem foundries, it starts to take a lot on your clock. So you have to be worried about that. We have another thing we have to yield to. Okay. Make a bunch more mana and then get back my cards. When you have double Inspector in play, this is a little bit easier. We're going to get back both the Mirror Retrievers. Still floating some mana. Play a Mirror Retriever. Sacrifice this one for the Candy Trail. Play that out. With 4 mana floating. Bottom and bottom. Draw. Back to 20 life. Another Candy Trail. I'm trying to also have enough golems in play to kill my opponent. Can bottom these cards. It's amazing how much we're bottoming here. Get back the Mirror Retriever over and over. Play Retriever. All right, so now we have a little over 30 golems. Probably enough. Draw 2 cards, or draw a card here. Another Mirror Retriever. Okay. Let's just get up to the next level of Mirror Retrievers. Or golems, I mean. And that's it for me. Okay, what a combo turn. I love it. We're down to 13:45 on clock. I was doing things. So much easier in paper, but it's definitely sweet with the Foundry Inspector on Magic Online. We were this close to dead. This close. 2 life left. Our opponents conceded. They let us use our clock trying to do stuff. That was awesome. So we bring in the Spell Bombs. And we're bringing in the Fangin Marauders. Then I think it's fine to get rid of the makeshift munitions. So the thing is, I used to play this matchup as a bad eggs deck. Basically looking to eventually Golem Foundry for the win while stalling out. I think that's reasonable. I think we still need to have 1 altar in the deck in case we want to actually combo through them. So let's see what we can cut. Bring back in the Grim Search. So where are we at right now? Maybe the Fangin Marauder's like Grim on 1 Inspector. I think it might be okay to get rid of the crop rotations. So the crop rotation is just really good because then you no longer have to worry about Spell Pierce, but obviously you do have to worry about Spell Pierce on the crop rotation, so it becomes a problem. We have a little bit of ability to combo through our opponent. We have some cost reduction and a lot of life gain, along with the anti-graveyard, so hopefully this will be good enough. Okay, so we have turn 1 Candy Trail. These cards I can't cast right now. Hopefully they don't have Spell Pierce. They're going Delver. Super aggro Delver again. Hopefully it just doesn't ever flip. We play the Candy Trail looking for a power plant or colored sources on Mirror Retriever and a Swamp. I think I'm bottoming the Retriever. I'll keep the Swamp around. Our opponent flips on the Delver. They go Ponder. They flipped it on a Spell Pierce. And shuffles on Ponder. They did not like what they saw. That means probably they're very reliant on getting this Delver to do stuff. It's going to crack the Candy Trail so I can just easily F6 here. And then we drew a Chromatic Star, so I can play the Chromatic Star in the Swamp and then see if they tap out on my end step, and we can Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star. They have 3 islands in play. We know they're on Demon Fear, not Boomerang. Gets in, puts us back to 17. My turn. Play the Swamp. Play the Chromatic Star. I feel like this Deadly Dispute's bound to not resolve. So if I want them to Spell Pierce something, what do I want them to Spell Pierce? Candy Trail, maybe? I'm playing this Blood Fountain. See if they want to Spell Pierce. I assume they do. A lot of times, blue players will just like aggro, get it done. They didn't, so I guess we get to pass. Just holding their Spell Pierce in hand. They're brainstorming, so they'll probably Brainstorm and Thought Scour. Thought Scour's away, double Lorien Revealed. Right now, Terror costs 2. Oh, they have another Thought Scour, so they're going to just Terror Jam, I think, here. which is gonna stink. No creature. What? It's in for 3. Come on, no terrors. Delver. There's 1 terror. So we're under the gun. And a Nile Spellbomb. Okay, I'll play it. Probably not great. Let's play the Candy Trail. Okay, let that resolve. Bottom these cards. And then Spellbomb you. Right now they have a lot of power. Play land. Blood token away the Grim Search. I think we're gonna die. End up finding the Astronaut's Altar. They don't flip the Delver. So this is still 9 damage, 2-turn clock. They get in. We're at 5. We need like a Weather the Storm. A Deadly Dispute. I'll attempt to Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star. Counterspell kills me. Spell Pierce also probably kills me. They've just been holding on to it though. Pay for the Spell Pierce. We ended up finding the Weather. Okay, so I'll play the Pylons. Trying to find Power Plant. Bang a Marauder on top. I can't keep that right now. Gain 9. We're at 14. Once again. Opponent has a Delver trigger, it doesn't flip. Alright, so they play a land. We're going to get in for 9. We can go back up to 8 with the Candy Trail. I think I have to Deadly Dispute this Blood Fountain. Trying to find the Power Plant. Did not find it. Wellspring. Alright, I will Deadly Dispute again. I think they're probably sitting on a Spell Pierce. They didn't have it. Okay. So we can live through this. They have no interaction and they don't flip their Delver. Expedition map on top. Play the Mirror Retriever. And they finally reveal they have it in null, so we're dead. They're like, yes, I got to play my spell. I've been sitting on it. Okay. Maybe Weather the Storm also needs to come in. I think I'm going to trim the Grim Search. The main thing we need to do is just not die and then eventually go over the top of them. Okay, this is pretty sick because we have turn 3 Tron and Nile Spellbomb in hand. Gonna be hard for them to force through that. Only colorless spells. Being on the play is just amazing because just jam. No turn 1 Spell Pierce. Land. Grab my mine. First thing we're gonna do probably is play the Golem Foundry. They mill over a Terran island with a Thought Scour. They play land so they could have Counterspell, Annul, etc. Start with the Golem Foundry. If this resolves, we're in a great position. They go... Looks like they were going to try to Spell Pierce, but they didn't have it. I'm going to play Chromatic Star, and then play the Nile Spellbomb. Now I could play the Mirror Retriever here, then I can't get value off the Spellbomb though. I don't think the Golem attacking on 1 turn is going to matter that much, but let's see if it comes back to bite me. Turn 3 Tron's just very, very good. Okay. They Thought Scour themselves, milling Cryptic Serpent Island, so then I have 2 in the graveyard, 3/4. Can't cast a terror yet. Pretty unlucky flips for them off the Thought Scours. And they concede from the unlucky flips. We're 2-0 on to round 3. Round 3 versus Carrot Eater on the play. This person likes to play Cog Gates. We have turn 3 Tron. Easy keep. Let's see if they are on Cog Gates. I don't know what they've been up to. They're also the player that had an Is It Blitz top 8 in the challenge. Let's see. So they're on Mono Blue Terror as well. We'll go ahead and grab our tower. Certainly, turn 3 Tron's a great start. Maybe it makes sense to, like, play the Conduit Pylons and then Candy Trail, just to set things up. But Candy Trail is crying anyway, so guess I don't need that. Sorry about that. Okay, they don't blind flip. Plays Island. Getting in for 1. Play the tower. I'll start with the Candy Trail. They do not counter. Okay. Okay, these are good cards. So I'll top both of them. We'll draw off the Candy Trail and play the Wellspring out. They don't counterspell. And we're just going to pass. I guess I could map Star, but I don't really need to let them have instants and sorceries in their graveyard. They Thought Scour themselves, milling Thought Scour Mental Note. That's 3 for a terror. Upkeep. Flips on a Lorien Revealed. Plays a 3rd land. It's in for 3. We're gonna go to 19 here. Well, play my Foundry Inspector. Counterspell could be a problem, but if they don't have it, then I have free spells, which is pretty sick. They use Counterspell. So I will play the Pylons, get my Scry on, power to the graveyard. We'll draw more lands. Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Okay, we drew a Power Plant and a Mirror Retriever. So I want to play out the Mirror Retriever. Next turn, I can play the Ashnod's Altar, sacrifice the Mirror Retriever to get back the Wellspring, and then Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. They have potentially a Terror. Looks like they are going to play the Terror here. So maybe I don't sacrifice the Mirror Retriever right away because it's a pretty good blocker. Another Foundry Inspector is awesome. Played out. The Power Plant, play the Ashnod's Altar. We'll get all of our 1-drops into play. Play the map. And a star. And a star. I think I'm going to take the risk. And well, let's see what happens if I sacrifice this for black right now, what I can draw. Pylons. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get back the Wellspring right now and draw as many cards as I possibly can before their turn. Even though I'm going to get beaten down for 8. Drawing a Munitions. And Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. I can use the Munitions to kill the Insectile Aberration. I find the Blood Fountain. So I have enough to fountain back my creature maybe? Back for black. Found the Retriever, so this is the game. So we go Retriever and get back our Retrievers, play the makeshift munitions, ping out our opponent. Very nice. Explosive. Let's see. Let's make a bunch of mana first. Like I said, it is combo time. Let's go. Mirror Retriever. Okay, I'm gonna make some mana for a while. I'm gonna play the Blood Fountain. And then make a black. Get back my creatures. Get back the Blood Fountain. Play the Inspector. Play the Mirror Retriever. Now we can just make a bunch of mana, because this is all 0 cost. Oh no. I chose the wrong creature. I accidentally chose a Chromatic Star. Whoops. I misclicked, because I was wearing my shades. Play the Blood Fountain. Make a black. Get back my Mirror Retrievers. Retriever again. Sacrifice it. Get back Blood Fountain again. Make a red. I'll just show them what I'm doing. Let token away. This. Okay. Now I have infinite colors because I found their energy refractor. All good. Everything's fine. Okay, we have 25. We're just going to do and save targets on you. Shooting you with the Mirror Retriever. Getting back the Mirror Retriever. Then we'll yield to the trigger. We just have to pay 1 every time, which is going to be kind of annoying. So right now we're at 1932. Let's see how long this takes. I guess I actually probably could have done it a little bit easier if I didn't float all the mana first. So I could have like sacrificed the Mirror Retriever for Mirror Retriever, played it out, then sacrificed it, and then next time it would have auto selected the 1 mana. So that was a slight issue for me. Already been over a minute. What I'm liking about this deck over Glee is that I feel like I have a way better shot against all these random control decks, and it's still pretty explosive. Not necessarily as explosive as like the black-green, but the black-green Glee is just like not actually that good right now. Everything is very, very built to beat it. Opponent's at 5, 4, 3, ping you with this, ping you with the blood token, ping you with the Mirror Retriever. All right, we took game 1. So we're gonna bring in the spell bombs. We're gonna cut on the crop rotations down to 1 altar. Bring in my Marauders, and then I don't need the munitions. I think this is something that makes sense. All right, it's a plan. Okay, we're on the draw. We have a really sketchy hand that I'm going to keep anyway. Have the land Candy Trail, and our opponent goes Delver. Didn't find a land, but the Candy Trail is going to save us here. It didn't save us. Okay, fair enough. I told everybody it was sketchy. So we've seen 3 cards and haven't found a land. The odds are really good that we find a land off the top. We'll find out. Our opponent did not flip their Delver. Uh-oh. Double Delver. Flashbacks. I was joking with somebody earlier that was just giving me war flashbacks. Let's play Expedition Map and get Spell Pierced. No Spell Pierce. Okay, so we could still rip a Tron land and then have turn 4 Tron. They Thought Scour themselves, milling a null counterspell. Brainstorms to set up the Delvers. Oh man, this is when I would just go concede. I'll let everybody see how wrecked we get. They flip on a Thought Scour. Thought Scours themselves, milling Island and Thought Scour. Now they have a Terror. Okay. Let's see what we draw and then we'll scoop. Right now it's 6. Next turn it's 11 damage. We'll be at 1. Okay, we didn't find any lands. We had 3 spell bombs in a row off the top. That's funky. Draw, draw, draw. You're close. You know what? I think it was probably still correct to keep that. Let's try again. On the play. Mulligan. Okay, turn 3 Tron. So do I want the Caney Trail or the Pylons? I think I would rather have the Caney Trail. Okay. Land and map and go. Island for the opponent and nothing. We drew a map anyway, which gives us the Pylons if we need it. And that would be in case we need like a colored source. Our opponent Thought Scours in response to the Expedition Map, milling Counterspell and Island. We have to make sure we have Mine, Power Plant, Tower. 1, 2, 3, 4. We found the Fangren Marauder. That's pretty nice. Let's try the Caney Trail to set up the Ichor Wellspring draw. Okay, they let that resolve. Have Pylons on top and another Deadly Dispute. I'll top both of these. Draw. Hopefully the Wellspring resolves. They counterspell the Wellspring. Okay, let's draw off the Caney Trail, then play the Expedition Map out. Pass the turn. They're unlikely to be able to counterspell my Fangren Marauder now. There's a Delver. Okay, land. See what's on top. Mirror Retriever, I'll keep it. We'll play the Marauder. And then hopefully they can't remove it and they continue to just lose. We have too much life. Can't force spike it either. They could use a Boomerang or a Demon Fear. We haven't seen what they've been playing. Thought Scours themselves, milling Island and Hydroblast. I'm really happy that they brought in Hydroblast when I completely cut the makeshift munitions. So it's just a blank piece of cardboard for them. Virtual blank piece of cardboard. Let's see if the Delver flips. Does not flip. They play Cryptic Serpent. Okay, so let's see if my Mirror Retriever will resolve. Okay, Mirror Retriever. I'm kind of worried about it in a null. If they have it, then I have to Deadly Dispute the Expedition Map. If they don't have the annul, I Deadly Dispute the Retriever, getting back the Wellspring. Okay, we'll get back the Ichor Wellspring. Gain 5 life. They dispel the Deadly Dispute. Okay, well, let's crack the Expedition Map. Since I didn't have a colored source, I'm gonna need the Pylons. Play the Pylons. Surveil. Finding Weather the Storm, which no longer matters. And we will play the Ichor Wellspring. Drawing a Nile Spellbomb, that's pretty good. So we can Spellbomb them on the next turn and also try to Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. They flip on a Ponder. Cast the Ponder. It's in. We take the 8 damage. Let's see if they have more creatures. More than enough to just cast them. Alright, I'll try Foundry Inspector. That makes the Nile Spellbomb 0 mana. Okay. Play the Nile Spellbomb. Plays in a null. I will attempt to Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. You have more Dispels and Counterspells and stuff. They Thought Scour me. We mill Ichor Wellspring, Chromatic Star. They Dispel. Okay, that stinks for me for sure. Finding a 0 mana Caney Trail. And Nile Spellbomb as well. I don't know if the Nile Spellbomb is necessary, but I could Deadly Dispute it later. So I guess I'm going to top and just draw a card. Go to 34, play Nile Spellbomb, and attack you for 5. They have 2 cards in hand. Well, they'll have 3 on draw step. Plays a Cryptic Serpent. Not really concerned about their creatures. Gets in for 8. Okay. Make black. Deadly Dispute on the Spell Bomb. Gain 5 life. Then I'll pay. Drawing a Wellspring. Play the Wellspring for 1 mana. Looking for Mirror Retrievers, I guess. Chromatic Star. Let's crack it for black. Draw a card. Gain 5 life. Okay, we didn't really get anywhere now. They're attacking for a lot every turn. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 more Deadly Dispute effects in the deck. A couple of Candy Trails. We're stalling out. Let's see what they flip. They just play an island. They get in for 8 again. Okay. We have an Energy Refractor. I'll cast it. They thought about it. I draw a card. Play another tower. Not good. I mean, we're cantripping, but we're not getting anywhere. Yep. Delver. Maybe I shouldn't F6. They reveal a Mental Note. Cast a Mental Note, milling Lorien Revealed Island. So they're attacking for 11 every turn. They don't attack with the Serpent. Okay. Acts 12, actually. Okay. Does nothing. We have a Golem Foundry. Maybe they counter it. Play my tower out. Pass the turn. I think I'm going to be blocking this turn. Maybe not. They're attacking with everything. Okay, I will block. Still taking 12. We'll go back to 10. They have 18 damage. There's another Serpent. Man, blood it out. Darn. So did we lose the match? We did. Could not draw anything. I guess that would be a reason to put the extra disputes in the deck. Darn. All right. Okay. Round 4 on the draw. I'll try it. Opponent's probably on Burn or Terror. Burn, it looks like. Tomb Raider. So we really need a good rip here. Candy Trail, hoping for some lands. Didn't find them. Found that with this deck, you're a little bit unfavored versus Burn in round 1 or game 1. So you're kind of looking just to get to game 2 anyway. They're going super aggressive with the Bushwhacker, pushing 4 damage on turn 2. Okay. All right, once again, unfortunately, I kept a 1-lander and we looked at a bunch of cards and didn't get there. There's been plenty of times where I keep the 1-lander, rip the other Tron land, and have turn 3 Tron naturally. So, you know, it's definitely a guessing game. You have to make decisions that help. Wow, they just have Kuldotha Rebirth here. And Blast Runner. Okay. Let's see how far away we were from a land. Okay, clearly that was the wrong choice. So let's be a little bit more careful. We are going to cut pretty much the entire combo, bringing in the Krark-Clan Shamans, not the Ancient Grudge, the Weather the Storms, and the Fangren Marauders. I think I'm going to actually cut the Inspectors and bring back in the Grim Search. So the end game is to ping them over and over with the makeshift munitions. So our plan is just look for fast drawn. I think this is fine because we have Acre Wellspring Deadly Dispute. Play the land, go. And then I think I play the Swamp. I have an Epicure on a Chromatic Star. I'm going to go Swamp into Wellspring. Another Wellspring. So this means we can go Star Wellspring on this turn, and then the next turn, Krark-Clan Shaman, sack the board, dispute the Krark. They play a Blast Runner. Okay, that's great that that was their only thing on that turn. Oh, they have more stuff. Kuldotha Rebirth. I have a Power Plant. So I think, let's see. I can Deadly Dispute the Wellspring, play the Chromatic Star, play the Krark, sack the Star. Let's try it. Finding another Krark's good. Found a Weather Storm too. Chromatic Star. I don't think the Weather Storm's going to save us, but let's make a red. Play the Krark-Clan Shaman. So my plan right now is block, sacrifice. They play a Chromatic Star. They're getting in. So they're giving us the opportunity to take no damage this turn. Sacrifice a star and get rid of most of your stuff. We found a tower, which is awesome. Our mana's online. Play Kuldotha Rebirth. Probably thinking that they're safe from that one Krark. Wellspring. Play the Refractor. I mean, I could just Weather the Storm here. I think I'm gonna board wipe them. Play the Mirror Retriever, play out the second Krark, and then pass. Well, they could, yeah, we're just gonna pass. Our opponent plays a Synthesizer and finds a Galvanic Blast. Okay, they're getting in. We're just going to sacrifice the Wellspring and then sacrifice the Mirror Retriever, get back the Wellspring, and take 0. Everything's dead again. Very nice. The Galvanic Face putting me to 16. Okay, so now we have Blood Fountain. We can Blood Fountain back the Retriever, Krark, and just keep playing them out. I think the best thing to do right now is to get the Fangin Marauder on the table, and then play the Candy Trail, Dry, and gain a bunch of life. Munitions on top is good. Don't want the land. Need some life. So we're going to go to 24 with the 5/5 in play. Looks like they're killing my 5/5. Spent a lot of mana. Spent a lot to do that. Blood Fountain. We'll Pylons. See what's on top. Don't want the land. Get back the Mirror Retriever and the Krark. Lay out the makeshift munitions and the Mirror Retriever. So now we can use the makeshift munitions, sack the Retriever, get back to Blood Fountain back Retriever, Shaman, over and over. Blast Runner for the opponent, and a Lava Spike. Spicy. Okay, I'm going to just crop away this swamp. Float black. Crop for a tower. Now I'm making some green mana, play the Fangin Marauder. Play the Wellspring. Then we'll shoot this with the Mirror Retriever, getting back the Blood Fountain. Then shoot the Blast Runner again with the Wellspring, and play the Blood Fountain. So it's well in hand. Should be an easy victory this game, and then we have to take game 3. Blast Runner again, Lava Spike again, find another Mirror Retriever. So now we have the slow loop. I'm just going to attack first. See if they want to just like block and soak up the damage. Okay, then I don't have to waste my time. Let's play the Refractor, draw a card. Okay, map can get me another tower. I think I'm actually going to grab a power plant just in case they find a raise. Power plant. We'll play Mirror Retriever, play Chromatic Star, ping you with the star, finding a map, and then I'm going to shoot you. They asked what my win condition is. Shoot with my Mirror Retriever, get back my Mirror Retriever. Play Mirror Retriever again. Okay, Synthesizer for the opponent. Finding a Lightning Bolt. Plays a Bushwhacker out. Okay. So I'm just going to throw my blood token at the Bushwhacker. And then shoot you with the blood token. Untap. Grab another land. Being a tower. Attack for 6. And then we can blood token or Blood Fountain back some creatures. Play the Mirror Retriever. Play the Krark Shaman. Get the Candy Trail in play. I don't remember. I did play a land this turn, so I'm just going to bottom both of these. Let's draw a card. And I think I'm fine. Yes. I want to keep these creatures in play because this is 8 damage, and then we can just finish them off. They sacrifice the Synthesizer, giving them a token. Okay. I will... Well, it's just paying the token with the Refractor and the other Refractor. And we can untap, attack for 8, and then ping them out. 3 more mana. Ping you. Get back the Refractor. Ping you again. And get back the Blood Fountain. Then we'll throw the Krark Shaman at you. Doink. Okay. So that worked out. I think my plan is very specific and works pretty well. That was fun. Let's go. Don't really need the Foundry Inspector, so it's better to just be like, try not die, eventually get there. So here on the draw, we really need a fast hand. To mulligan a 0 lander, of course. This is turn 3 Tron plus Weather. I guess I have to put back the Swamp as the least useful card. I'm going to place an Epicure. Let's go land, star. Unfortunately, now I have to draw a land, but maybe it's enough. If they raise me, I'm pretty dead. Don't raise me. Kuldotha Rebirth. That's scary too. Okay, we just have Tron online. So I'll play the mine. Pass the turn. I guess this way I'm insulated versus a potential raise. And if they do a bunch, then I can just like pass my weather. Bushwhacker. Okay. They're attacking for 10, 12. Okay, I'm gonna weather here. On another weather. Pass the weather storm. Attack for a large amount. Parkland Shaman would be great. Go tower. Play Refractor. Draw a card. Play Wellspring. Draw a card. Down the Krark. Wow. Just go play the map and board wipe you. Got a little bit lucky there, that's for sure. Zoom. We could have also sacked the tower with the crop rotation for a tower and had a little bit of extra mana, probably not. So they discarded a Great Furnace to a blood token. They've got 2 mana right now. They're gonna smash the Smithereens. Oh boy. It plays a Bushwhacker for 2 damage coming in. Coming in hot. Yikes. Okay. We're at 12. Alright, I do like the Wellspring. Draw a card. Another crop rotation's not the greatest. Maybe I should just... I'm tempted to map for a tower right now. Okay, I Deadly Dispute the Wellspring, draw some cards, drew a Chromatic Star and a Mine. Play Mine, tap the Mine, you can crop it, grabbing a tower, play the Mirror Retriever, play out the Weather Storm. Still have the crop rotation up in case of a raise. Doink, cast into the fire. Okay, I can't do anything about that. Plays a Tomb Raider, so they're going to attack for 3. Getting in. Find a Pylons. If I can go Pylons, and then immediately crop the Pylons for another tower. Setting up the draw. Fractor. I mean, that could be okay. I'm going to graveyard it, though. Play the Chromatic Star, and then let's Grim Search the Star. Bargaining it away. We draw a card off the star, drawing a Deadly Dispute. Find Fangren Marauder, and then we can have Grim Search or Wellspring. Guess I'd rather have the Grim Search. So I can get the Wellsprings back later, maybe. Alright, we have 2, 7 mana. Have a 5/5. Pass the turn. Okay. They cast into the fire the Refractor. Fine. We can attack you for 5 because you have nothing. Let's crack and grab a Pylons. So now we still have colors. See what's on top. Parkland Shaman. I don't think I need it right now. Go ahead and attack. They're chumping. We're going to now Deadly Dispute on the treasure, which leaves us with a treasure in play. Gains us 5 life. We draw 2 cards. Then I can just hardcast the Grim Search. Gain 5 life. Grim Search. Play the Candy Trail. And Blood Fountain Mirror Retriever. That's what you love to see. I'll top and top. We're hoping that we don't get got by another, what's his face? Cast into the fire off the top. Play the Mirror Retriever. Your turn. We're going to be drawing the Blood Fountain. We can play Blood Fountain, then Fountain back. They did draw a Cast into the fire. Wow. That can... presenting some problems. Let's play the Blood Fountain. Grim Search on the Blood Token. Another Marauder and a Candy Trail. I mean, eventually my 5/5s are going to get there, that's for sure. Play the Candy Trail and Scry. We have a Refractor and a Retriever. Okay, top them both. Practice. Play the Refractor. I think I'm just going to get back these. Well, I'll play another Retriever. Get in. I think we should be having smooth sailing now. Even if they kill my other Mirror Retriever, it's probably not that big of a deal. I'm going to make a green and play another 5/5. Chonkers. For 6. And then we can Blood Fountain, getting back the Krarkland Shamans. Then we can play the Krarkland Shaman. Sacrifice the Mirror Retriever. Get back the Blood Fountain. Blood Fountain is just this huge grindy engine that I love to use. Play the Blood Fountain again. Discard another mine. Another Mirror Retriever. Okay. So if we can find the munitions, we have the slow ping loop where it's 3 mana per 1 damage. They found a cast into the fire for the Blood Fountain. It's pretty bad. Okay. They had the cast into the fire for the Blood Fountain. Sad times. We found the munitions. Crazy. Mirror Retriever. Swing for 10. Okay. And save targets on you. Mirror Retriever. Get back Retriever. Play the Mirror Retriever again. Ping you again. Just millions and millions of life. Playing Mirror Retrievers. Popping them out. Back to you. Okay. Our opponent asked if I run a Lembus to avoid decking. And I don't actually do that. That would not actually prevent decking. It allows you to like not deck on that turn, but it doesn't actually stop you from decking because you're going to be drawing a card per turn. GG's. We will see you in round 5. Last round of the league. We're 3-1. All right, on the play. Let's go. I think I'm going to keep this one. So my options are to just go star into Deadly Dispute or lead on the Candy Trail. I think I like the Candy Trail. Found a power plant and a refractor. I will top both of these. Passing the turn. So this turn I can crack the Candy Trail, drawing the energy refractor. Our opponent is on mono blue, most likely. We'll draw. The next turn we can play Chromatic Star, hold up Deadly Dispute. They cycle the Lorien Revealed for a Contaminated Aquifer. Blue-black of some kind. Whether or not it's fairies, not sure. I found another Deadly Dispute, so play the Chromatic Star out. And then yield until the next end step. What are they on? Cycles another Lorien Revealed. For another island. We Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star. Finding a power plant and a mine. So Tron online. Preordained. Okay, so it's fairies. Almost assuredly fairies. Don't think that terror of any kind plays preordained. So our main goal is to not get wrecked by a Spellsetter Sprite. And having scatter shots in the sideboard is pretty nice. Right, Energy Refractor. That resolves. Play Ashnod's Altar. They're going to counterspell. Okay. Let's tap this for black. We're going to use the other mana. Crop rotation this. Swamp, grabbing a tower since we have the refractor online. And then tap the tower. Then I guess Deadly Dispute on the treasure token. Finding retrievers. So the other thing I can do is, I guess, play the Mirror Retriever out. Pass the turn. First Mirror Retriever that dies is just going to get back the Ashnod's Altar, probably. When it goes Snuff Out on Mirror Retriever, does that mean that you have a Jukabog in hand? We'll find out, I guess. We'll get back the Ashnod's Altar. They have the Bajukabog. Okay. Cycles Lorien Revealed. Larian Terror. So a not dedicated terror deck is a lot less scary. Play the power plant. Get the Ashnod's Altar in play. Play the Mirror Retriever. Make black. We're going to Grim Search away the Energy Refractor. They have to have Dispel. They didn't have it. Let's take Deadly Dispute and Candy Trail. Then I'll just get back the Energy Refractor. Play the Candy Trail first. I'm going to bottom both these for sure. Play another Energy Refractor. Finding a Chromatic Star. And then we can play the map. Our opponent is considering Spell Piercing the Chromatic Star. I mean, if you want to Spell Pierce this map, I am fine. They really, really wanted to use their Spell Pierce. That's cool. Got the value. The map basically is meaningless to me. Looks like they've got the... Okay, it's Murmuring Mystic. So that could increase their clock by a lot. 2 cards in hand. Guess I start by cracking the Candy Trail. We find a crop rotation. Play the Conduit Pylons first. Make green. Drop the pylon into a tower. Assuming they don't have a Dispel. Grab the tower. Lots of mana in play. Okay, another tower I'm just going to get rid of. Okay. Candy Trail, draw a card. Could just be control deck. Make black. Deadly Dispute on the Chromatic Star. Draw 3 cards. Blood Fountain's awesome. Allows me to get back some stuff. Just keep drawing cards first. Wellspring, draw a card. Candy Trail. Set up the draws. I love the cantripping and the chaining and the card selection. Don't think I want either of these at the moment though. Then we can Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Now I'm a little bit worried about, playing into a Spell Pierce. We'll see where we get to. Go Candy Trail. One more time. One more time. Okay, so we have Altar and Munitions. Altar we don't need. Would like to get the Munitions in play before they have a counter for it. I'll just put that on top. Play the Energy Refractor out. Play the Blood Fountain out. And then pass. Like, I can't really play it again. When they showed me they had the Spell Pierce, they could have another one. Looks like one of their cards was a Lorien Reveal. They're getting an island. I'm questioning that decision because they could have just drawn 3 cards. Why would you want an island over 3 cards? Plays a second Murmuring Mystic. Okay. So my assumption is that it's either probably a counterspell. We have Foundry Inspector. Play the Inspector. Now, if I find second Mirror Retriever, we get to draw the deck. Looks like it's a removal spell. I'm going to sacrifice my creature. They make some birds. And then make black. Blood Fountain, get back these 2. Play the Foundry Inspector. Play the Mirror Retriever. Play out the Makeshift Munitions. Draw a card. Finding a map. I'm going to draw a card again. Nothing good. Blood Token away a land. Second Inspector. Okay. Play the Inspector. Sacrifice the Retriever. Get back the Blood Fountain. Play the Blood Fountain. I'm going to discard a land. Okay, GG. We got there. Attack this. Get back the Mirror Retriever. And we only have to make 16 mana. Okay, took down game 1. Did not see any fairies in the top. So it's probably just blue-black control. And Grudge could be good. We want the Grim Search. I think I'm fine with cutting the Weather the Storms. Then the second thing is, like, do I think that they're going to be getting rid of my munitions somehow? They could bring in Hydroblast. So do we want to bring in Stream of Thought instead as a win condition? I still don't actually know if they're fairies. In the past, our opponent has been on Gardens, so I'm going to assume that they're not playing fairies, that they're playing a more Gardensy style deck. So, Scattershot, Weather, all these things are not that good. Nile Spellbomb is decent. And I think I'm tempted to bring the Stream of Thought over a Crop. Just to hedge a little bit. Well, I actually probably don't need this third altar. Okay, we're keeping this one. Just slow but steady. We have Wellspring and a Grim Search to draw a bunch of cards. They play a Preordain. They went top. Let's lead on Pylons. Then I'm going to graveyard this other swamp. And Expedition Map go. Seething Landscape so that they can play, like... I think I'm just going to go ahead and start picking up some Tron lands. Cycles of Lorien revealed with the landscape. Okay. Grab my mine. Okay, our opponent's pondering. So this turn we can go Foundry Inspector, play a free Chromatic Star. Of course, they could just, well, plays an island. Nile Spellbomb. Yeah, I did bring in the Grudges. Alright, Inspector. Play the 0-mana Chromatic Star. And null. Okay, fine. Plays Murmuring Mystic. It's a Mystic control deck. I really want to get this Golem Foundry in play, but I need to draw cards. Wellspring. Darn. Play the Chromatic Star, pass the turn. So I believe that I should keep in the... well, let's see if we draw a land. Crop Rotation seems good, I guess. Just need to get the mana advantage going to get over the top of our opponent. They're playing another Mystic. Okay. Start with Deadly Dispute on the Wellspring. Draw a ton of cards. Mirror Retriever. Another Mine. Sad. but I guess we can play out the Golem Foundry. Opponent cracks the landscape for a swamp so that they can have snuff outs online, I guess. Cracks again, getting an island. X for 2. We have an Ancient Grudge. I'm going to play this Candy Trail, hoping that this will resolve. Looking for other Tron lands. Yikes. I'm going to bottom these. Crack this for red. We're in a bad spot. Blood Fountain. Try drawing off the Candy Trail. Wow, this is super bad. Have the counter spell. Discard the Grudge. Opponent plays an island. And it's Larian Terror. Well, we can block the Terror, but that's about it. Second Mirror Retriever. Play the Wellspring. Finding a crop rotation. Play the Refractor. This is just going very poorly. Will they counter the Refractor? If I can find another Tron land and then crop into Tron, there's the tower. Okay. I still don't like my odds very much. They're getting in. I'll make a creature. See if they have the snuff out. Block. Taking 4 again, going to 12. I guess we do have the refractor. Oh, I found the Tron lands. Finally! Going to attempt to grudge your Nile Spellbomb. Using a Dispel. Okay. I'm going to crop away my land. Having a tower. Grim Search the Wellspring. This will put us to 10. And close to dead. Okay, Candy Trail is good. Play the Candy Trail. Right now we have 6 mana. I now have the Ashnod's Altar. Okay. I'm going to top these. Draw with the Candy Trail. Drawing into the Ashnod's Altar. Maybe I shouldn't have drawn with the Candy Trail. Play the Mirror Retriever. They have a counter spell for the Mirror Retriever. Okay, that's bad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So I guess I just play the Mirror Retriever. Pass the turn. Right now they have 13 power on the table. We're going to be pretty dead soon anyway. Pop out this Golem. Block here. Fighting through this Nile Spellbomb while being so behind and having no life gain is pretty bad. Oh, now we're at 1, so we can't even use the Rowan's Grim Searches. Yikes. Snuff out on the Mirror Retriever. Okay. Try to get back the Blood Fountain. They crack the Spellbomb. And they cast Alluring Revealed. So they're tapped out, but we have to rip pretty well. Play the Altar. I mean, I have to get life gain in order to use these Grim Searches, which is the main problem I have. Make black. Deadly Dispute on the Refractor. Found the Candy Trail. So that's some life gain. Then I can use a Grim Search. Looking for... Okay, I guess these are both good. They land. Go to 4 life. Play the Chromatic Star. We're going to Grim Search on the Star. Drawing the Refractor. Looking for Mirror Retrievers. There's 1 Mirror Retriever. Okay. Play the Mirror Retriever. They really have an annul. That was their last card. Steel Sabotage. That's pretty stinky for me. Okay, so if my next card is a Mirror Retriever, I can get there maybe. Draw. Foundry Inspector doesn't do it. Guess we're on to game 3. It's clearly a control deck. So Grudge mattered. Stream of Thought probably doesn't matter. I think I can cut one of the altars. Okay, let's try again. Turn 3 Tron. Alright, that's a little bit more lucky than the last game. Alright, map and go. Our opponent with Island. Find the Grudge. Crack the map for the power plant. We know they have Bajuka Bogs and Nile Spellbombs in their deck. Opponent plays a Preordain on their turn 2, looking for their second land. I guess they were holding up Spell Pierce. Or maybe Steel Sabotage. Play the Pylons and get a Scry. I have to keep that on top. Okay, this is where the Pylons definitely hoses you, because I kind of want to keep that in the deck, but I'm going to graveyard it. Play the Chromatic Star. Now, do you want to Steel Sabotage my star? They don't. Pass the turn. Our opponent with a Preordain. And Seething Landscape, leaving up like a lose focus maybe. Plays the Nile Spellbomb. Okay. Play the power plant, and I'm just going to grudge your Spellbomb. They're going to crack it, but they don't get any value. Now, I guess maybe I should just crack this and cast the Grim Search. Not sure about it. I feel like they're going to slam another 4-drop, and I have time. Guess if I'm making my land drops as well, then I don't need to worry about it. Play Contaminated Aquifer. Pass the turn. Boundary Inspector. Play my Pylons. I like the Refractor. I'll try this Foundry Inspector. It's not crucial to my plan. Maybe I should crack the Chromatic Star. All right. So they're hitting it with a Snuff Out. We'll try to bargain it away and counterspell. Annoying. Cracks the Landscape. I'm gonna draw into the Refractor. I probably should have just like drawn into the Refractor before I play that other thing to get the mana advantage. Finding a map. When it plays a Tolarian Terror and an Aqueduct. Since I have Weather of the Storm in hand, I'm not that worried about the beats necessarily. All right. I'm gonna map and grab a tower. Get it out of the deck. Okay, tower in hand. Play Chromatic Star. Try to bargain away the star. And they have to have a Dispel again. They didn't have it. So I'll take the Wellspring Retriever. Play the Wellspring out. Okay, I'm gonna pass the turn. If they like go for Bojuka Bog, I can Ancient Grudge my Wellspring. Opponent's gonna get in for 5. As long as I don't flood out, it'll be okay. Play a Wellspring. Find an Altar. Play a Refractor here. The Chromatic Star. Crack for black. Trying to find more Deadly Disputes. 1, 2. Did not get there. Try the Altar. Sort of building up storm count here. And it's going to counter the Altar. Okay. Play Mirror Retriever. Got another counter. Okay. And I will Weather the Storm for 24. Terror is not that big of a clock now, but we have to draw into another Deadly Dispute on the Wellspring to try to get going in this game. Plays a Seething Landscape. I think it might be like Desperation Grudge my Wellspring time. It's in for 5. They're just sitting on their single threat. We found a Deadly Dispute. Attempt to go for it. Only used 1 counterspell so far. Multiple Steel Sabotages. Okay, that resolves. Find a Foundry Inspector. Multiple Retrievers. So I try the Inspector. Try a Retriever. I can grudge my Retriever and get back the Altar and play the Altar and then make infinite mana. But I don't get anywhere. I'm going to grudge the Wellspring and draw a card. That didn't really do anything. Okay. I'm passing. Is my Blood Fountain gone? It's still in the deck. Munitions is gone. They are attacking. Guess I'm going to try to get back the Ashnod's Altar. I feel like I should get back the Wellspring, though. That strands a lot of my stuff. Maybe I just get back the Retriever and just play out more Retrievers. If they have Rotten Reunion and Bojuka Bog and Steel Sabotage, I'll be so sad. Another Terror. Okay, so I have their blocks locked down. I mean, their attacks locked down with all my blocks. Pylons. Power to the graveyard. Play out some Retrievers. Opponent's turn. They decline to attack. Find an Expedition map. I can get a land out of my deck. And pass the turn, I guess. Or I can just attack. But then what am I getting back? A Mirror Retriever? I don't like this position. I feel it's really sketchy because I feel like they're going to have a Bojuka Bog. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. Swinging in. I'll block. Just get back 2 Mirror Retrievers. Mirror Retriever, Mirror Retriever. That's it, I guess. We have the Blood Fountain now. I'll start attacking. Play the Mirror Retrievers out. They annul it. Play another one. Annuls it again. Got the Blood Fountain. You have another annul. Opponent's like, fake. Get these 2 back. Well, I guess I'm going to start with getting rid of this land in hand. Okay. Play the Golem Foundry. Attempt to get back my creatures. Does it resolve? It resolves. Okay, we need a way to kill our other Mirror Retriever, and then we can get back the Ashnod's Altar and win the game, potentially. This deck can definitely fight through counterspells, but, you know, sometimes you flood out and die, as we saw in that other round. They're passing. Trying to weather the storm. Going to attack for 1. They take it, going to 12. Okay, pass the turn. They're just trying to draw into their graveyard hate. I'm trying to draw into some card draw spells that I can use to get back all of my stuff. No attacks again. They are attacking. I will get back the Blood Fountain, and I'm going to attack with everything. Put you to 8. Make a black man and play the Blood Fountain. We did draw a Deadly Dispute, which is important. They have a counterspell. Okay. You have another one. Deadly Dispute the Mirror Retriever. Get back the Blood Fountain. We get back the Blood Fountain. Deadly Dispute resolves. Play Blood Fountain again. This looks like it's GG. Play the Mirror Retriever. Make a black. Bargain away this Mirror Retriever. And we're going to grab the Astronaut's Altar this time. 4 Retrievers in the graveyard is scary. So if they have an instant speed way to deal with me, I'm not in a good spot. Take the Candy Trail. Play the Altar. Get back my Mirror Retrievers. Okay, Mirror Retriever. Resolves. I'll get back the Blood Fountain. Play another Mirror Retriever. So the question is whether or not I think that they have the Hydroblast in their deck. We're going to work up to getting all my Mirror Retrievers in play, presenting a bunch of threats. Dark Ritual. So they're on the Dark Ritual Monarch plan. Okay, so Dark Ritual concede. Appreciate it. GG's. All right, we ended up with a 4-1. Deck is really solid, really explosive. We can definitely die to bad draws, bad keeps, and stuff like that. But if you want to be playing combo, maybe Altar Tron is the way to do it. Make sure to check out patreon.com/kalikaiz for a sideboard guide for this list. I feel like this is where I want to be at the moment. The flex slot here, I think, is the Altar over the Grim Search, but it makes you a little bit more explosive. So we're keeping it that way for now. Thank you very much for checking out the video. We'll see you in the next one.